you drunk enough now to judge what I'm doing? Are you high enough to excuse that I'm ruined? 'Cause I'm ruined. Is it late enough for you to come and stay over? 'Cause we're free to love, so tease me.
Family, friends, and guests, welcome to the 303rd Commencement Exercises of Bowling Green State University. Let the ceremony begin. commencement tradition is to begin and end each ceremony with Sounds of the Centennial, an original musical composition written by BGSU alumnus Ryan Nowlin, Assistant Director of the President's own United States Marine Band. This piece was commissioned to celebrate the centennial of Bowling Green State University. Please rise and join us in honoring our spring graduates, led by the deans of the academic colleges in order of their founding at the university. In keeping with the significance of this occasion, we ask today's attendees to observe several courtesies. To our audience and guests, please do not enter the commencement area or obstruct the movement of today's participants. A professional photographer will be taking pictures of our graduates. In honor of our graduates, please silence your cell phones. In addition, we ask our audience and guests to remain seated for the recessional while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and new alumni recess. Once the graduates leave the seating area at the conclusion of the commencement exercise, you may join them at the reception at the front of the Stroh Center in the Schmidhorst Heritage Hall. Upon leaving, you are invited to explore campus with your graduate. Parking is free. To our graduates, to our graduates, please follow the directions of the commencement marshals and ushers. Following the ceremony, you are invited to visit bgsu.edu/commencement for a website that highlights today's commencement and your time at BGSU. Thank you. Please join us in welcoming representatives of the faculty of Bowling Green State University. Please welcome the President's Platform Party. Board of Trustees Chair and alumnus, David O'Brien. Members of the Board of Trustees. Commencement Speaker and the Honorable Judith Pryor. Academic Deans and Faculty Senate Representative. Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Joe Whitehead. And the 12th President of Bowling Green State University alumnus, Dr. Rodney Rogers. We now invite Bowling Green State University's U.S. Air Force ROTC Detachment 620 to present America's colors. Please remain standing for the national anthem under the leadership of vocalist Rebecca Cooch, a Bachelor of Music candidate in the College of Musical Arts. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Farida Slim, professor in the College of Art and Science, and I have the honor of serving as University Marshal for today's ceremony. I want to thank Ms. Koo and Bowling Green State University U.S. Air Force ROTC Detachment 620 for their performance of our national anthem. Please be seated. It's my pleasure on behalf of the faculty to officially welcome you to the 303rd commencement exercise of Bowling Green State University. This occasion offers an opportunity to come together as a community of learners, to both celebrate and reflect on our graduate many accomplishments. For our graduate and for all of us, this is a significant day. It's now my pleasure to introduce the 12th president of Bowling Green State University, Dr. Rotc.
Thank you, Dr. Salim. Thank you, Dr. Salim. So good afternoon. Spring 22 graduates, parents, families, spouses, partners, friends, and special guests of Bowling Green State University. Today, we are here to celebrate a very momentous occasion in the lives of 2,579 graduates. And it is my privilege to begin today's ceremonies by recognizing those who provide the leadership at Bowling Green State University. So first, please allow me to introduce the platform party. And as I announce the names, would you please stand and remain standing, and I will ask you to hold your applause until the end. Members of the Board of Trustees, Chair and Alumnus David O'Brien, Vice Chair and Alumna Marilyn Isley, Undergraduate Student Trustee Josh Otten, Graduate Student Trustee Esty Miller, Commencement Speaker and the Honorable Judith Pryor, Joe Whitehead, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Student Affairs, Robin Miller, Faculty Senate Representatives. And I'd also like to introduce the deans of our academic colleges, some who have led their participating colleges into the ceremony. Ted Rippey, Dean of the College of Arts and Science. Bill Mathis, Dean of the College of Musical Arts. Simon Morgan Russell, Dean of the Honors College. Sarah Bouchong, Dean of the University Libraries and Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs. Please join me in a round of applause for these leaders. So great universities are comprised of great faculty. They are at the heart of our academic mission. Their teaching skills, research, creative activities, academic expertise, and involvement in the student's education are the hallmark of a Bowling Green experience. And so I would ask that our faculty and staff members who are with us today, would you please stand and be recognized? We all certainly recognize that the past 2+ years have been quite the journey. This global pandemic has taught us so much. However, seeing our graduates in front of us today, I am reminded of the progress, the purpose of why we kept at it, never giving up. Yes, we are still navigating COVID-19, but despite all of these significant challenges, we, you, and us together have found a way forward, not just as individuals, but as a community and as a university. And so I just want to start off with a very simple message to our Spring 22 graduates, faculty, and staff members. You did it. Against the odds, you found a way forward. Together, we should be so proud of what we have accomplished together to move forward. So if you're looking for that roller coaster, it's not on our campus, okay? So as we begin our ceremony, I want to share a few additional statistics and facts about our spring 2022 graduates. So I am pleased to report to you that our graduates and their classmates spent a great deal of time studying and doing research at the library. I have been told you have downloaded 2,862,731 research articles, and there were 144,238 visits to the Learning Commons. Now, we tried to calculate the number of Zoom and Microsoft Teams meetings that you all had. We really did try to. I kept asking the CIO, tell me, how many meetings did we have? We couldn't. There honestly was too many. However, according to our Chief Information Officer, you consumed 325,987 thousands of terabytes of data on the Wi-Fi. So studying or Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, we don't know. Now, studying takes a lot of fuel, and BGSU Dining tells us that our graduates ate a lot. Over the last 4 years, our students consumed exactly 285,621 pizzas. And might I add that more than 2.3 million hours were also spent in the rec center. A correlation maybe between those two, I don't know. We're certainly celebrating the wonderful accomplishments of a terrific group of graduates this weekend. And as a public university for the public good, you have created public good by recognizing the importance of paying it forward. Those involved in student life and in our signature co-curricular activities averaged nearly 95,000 community service hours each year. And this past year alone, our students raised more than $500,000 to support nonprofit organizations. Pretty impressive. The value of a Bowling Green degree that you are about to receive also has never been higher. We continue to be ranked as a Tier 1 university by U.S. News and World Report. And according to the Wall Street Journal, for the third year in a row, our students overwhelmingly said that they would choose their university, our university, this university. They would choose this university again, ranking us as the #1 public university in the Midwest, tied for #1 in the United States. And at Bowling Green, we know that our students have world-class opportunities here, and we empower them. We hope you have felt empowered to create public good. But that is more than just words. It is our promise. And this graduating class embodies that promise. As I mentioned, in total, there are 2,579 degrees that we are celebrating this weekend. 14% of our graduates are students of color. 61% are women. There are 69 international students representing 26 countries around the globe. We have an 18-year-old receiving an undergraduate degree. We have a 67-year-old receiving a bachelor's degree. We have a 26-year-old receiving a doctoral degree, and a 65-year-old receiving a master's degree. So as you can see, our graduates include both the young and the young at heart. You are diverse. You come from small towns and suburbs and big cities. You are from different parts of Ohio, all over the United States and all over the world. Some of you may have completed your degree completely online. And I know this may be your first time physically here on our campus, and you're meeting with your fellow students in person for the first time. However, each of you have one thing in common. You all found a university where you can belong. You found your place at Bowling Green, in the classrooms or in the laboratories, in residence halls, in clubs, student organizations, Greek life, or on the athletic fields. You made Bowling Green your community and your home. And as a Falcon, we believe you have learned to think beyond the discoveries made by others. You've been empowered to use your imagination to shape your future, to pursue new levels of excellence. You absolutely have the knowledge and tools to always find a way forward. And so in recognition of your many accomplishments, I will now ask a number of students to stand and to be recognized. Many of you have grown through experiential learning and co-curricular involvement. So if you have studied abroad, participated in a learning community, completed an internship or co-op, got involved in service learning, conducted undergraduate research, taken part in an opportunity that's provided you leadership experience, such as student organizations, academic honoraries, advisory boards, athletics, residence education, student government, teaching or research assistantships, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you for being involved in this community. That is the power of a learning community. Thank you. So finally, and you may be seated. You really follow directions really well. So finally, I would like to recognize the heroic service of our United States veterans and active members of the armed forces who are graduating today. Would you please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Thank you. Earning your degree today places you in a very select group of people. Less than 7% of the world's population has a bachelor's degree or higher. You have earned it. But with your degree comes immense responsibility. You see, not only have you invested in your education, not only is your family invested in your education, but by attending a public university, the citizens, residents, and taxpayers of the state of Ohio and the nation have invested in you. We are counting on you. Now, not one of us has gotten to where we are without the support of others. And for our graduates, I'm sure a lot of people have helped you during your time at Bowling Green. And so, in the spirit of our 1987 commencement speaker, Mr. Fred Rogers. Yes, Mr. Rogers spoke at Bowling Green at commencement in 1987. So I'm going to ask, like he did, that you take 10 seconds of your time to think about the people who have helped you get to this point, who supported you, who were in your corner. So 10 seconds to think about those individuals. I'll keep track of the time. Thank you. Now, I could imagine the people that you thought about that made a difference in your life, some of them are here today, and it is my pleasure to honor them. So, would the parents, spouses, partners, children, grandparents, family members, friends, or anyone else who has helped these graduates be successful at Bowling Green, would you please stand and be recognized? In closing, and before I invite Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Joe Whitehead, to the podium to introduce our commencement speaker, I would like to speak directly to our graduates. So if you would allow me just a few moments to share some advice, if you will. So soon, you will be graduates of Bowling Green State University, and we absolutely want you to go out, be successful in your career, but also go out and reinforce and create public good. And it really starts with each of us as individuals. And so I simply ask you that don't forget these three things. So first, be curious. Always be curious. Ask questions before you judge others or situations. Be curious. Make sure, though, that you collaborate and you support and learn from diverse peers. In many ways, it's about never, ever stopping to stop learning, right? Curiosity. So be curious, all right? Be curious. Number two, though, I challenge you to be bold. Don't be afraid to tackle messy challenges. You will absolutely need to continue to work hard, but the world needs more problem solvers and doers. Balancing that with making sure that you have fun tackling those opportunities. So be curious, be bold, and finally, don't forget to be kind. The world needs more kindness. Be curious, be bold, be kind. Curious, bold, and kind, because here's what we know, that if you do those things, you will absolutely do well, but you will also do good. Congratulations, Bowling Green State University graduates.
Thank you, President Rogers. Good afternoon. A public servant, a global policy advocate, a humanitarian. Today's speaker, the Honorable Judith Pryor, is a proud BGSU alumna, earning a Bachelor of Arts in Communication in 1985. She has more than 30 years of leadership experience spanning global trade and development finance, public policy, marketing, sales, and communications. The Honorable Judith Pryor was recently appointed by U.S. President Biden to serve as first Vice President and Vice Chair of the Board of Directors at the Export-Import Bank of the United States. She took the oath of office on April 4th, 2022 by Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown. In addition, the Honorable Judith Pryor was appointed by President Trump to serve as a board member of the Export-Import Bank of the United States. During the administration of President Obama, she also served for more than 6 years as Vice President for External Affairs at the Overseas Private Investment Corporation, the U.S. government's private finance institution. In total, she has served 3 United States presidents. Before entering public service, Judith held her senior leadership positions in multinational companies. An Ohio native, Pryor is a second-generation American and a proud product of Ohio Public Schools. She is a former member of the Board of Directors of the BGSU Foundation, Incorporated, a public servant, a global policy advocate, a humanitarian, but most importantly, a BGSU Falcon. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Judith Pryor back to her alma mater.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Provost Whitehead. President Rogers, members of the Board of Trustees and BGSU's Foundation Board, esteemed faculty and staff, parents, friends, alumni, and most importantly, the BGSU graduating class of 2022. So listen, I really appreciate this honor, and I certainly never expected it. You know, I was told to take about 25 minutes for my remarks, and I thought, 25 minutes in these stuffy gowns? 25 more minutes of waiting for you to be able to throw those caps in the air? So how about this? I'm gonna cut my remarks in half, and I'm gonna give you back that time and get you that much closer to graduating. So are you with me? Good. Great, great. I was born into a world of Etch-a-Sketch and black and white television. Music came on vinyl records. Gaming was not a thing. The closest we came to an Apple Watch was a Dick Tracy wrist radio from the comic book. I arrived at Bowling Green State University with a suitcase, a typewriter, and a milk crate full of rock and roll albums. I am a Clevelander after all. Yeah, right. I had no idea that I would see a world of smartphones and the internet, the International Space Station, and pizzas made of cauliflower. I mean, I wonder what Polly Eyes has to say about that. I had no idea that almost in the blink of an eye, I would be adding .com to the back of every word and crypto to the front. You know, it's very fashionable and kind of cool for some people, for your generation, to be pessimistic about what's ahead. But don't be, because I promise you this. You will be astounded by the speed and scope of progress in your time. You will be astounded that progress toward achieving social justice will match or exceed the progress of technology. You will be astounded how a single person, you, can change the course of history. A generation ago, one of the great moral voices of our time, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, stood before a university audience just like this one in South Africa. He talked about how each of us can be a tiny ripple of hope that swells into mighty waves of progress. I believe in you, graduates. Everyone in this auditorium today believes in you, in this generation. You will do amazing things that you haven't even thought of yet. You will also do more than any generation to reverse climate change and protect biodiversity. Revitalize democracies that are wrecked by autocrats. You will do more than anyone to inform the American creed and spirit with more diversity of opinion, religion, ethnicity, gender, and race. I also believe that you will shape the common good in ways both personal and direct. You'll find new, better ways to deal with the pointless trolls and vicious bullies of social media. You'll find new and better ways to protect spaces for reasoned inquiry and debate. And because you hail from this public university for the public good, you will stand up for democracy at every level of government that is fair, inclusive, and compassionate. And how do I know that you'll do all this? Well, bloody hell, guys, you survived an effing pandemic. Oh my gosh, 2 years in lockdown. And still, here you are at the graduation finish line. Consider this moment. Across America, 4 million college students are graduating this spring. And this may be hard to process, but you are one of the best educated graduating classes ever. You've had access to more, better, and faster information than at any time in the history of humanity. And how do we reward you? Why, with tons and tons of unsolicited advice, right? And it's usually contradictory, isn't it? Your mother says, "Go for it. She who hesitates is lost." Your father says, "You better look before you leap." Then, of course, there's that perfect advice that you get on Instagram, or better yet, delivered via a dance move on TikTok. Sorry, but that's a hard no for me. I'm not delivering any advice today with a dance move. But what I will offer, and it's just an offer, are some suggestions. Suggestions that I believe you will never regret following. In their own education, a creative idea. You don't have to be great to take risks, but you have to take risks to do great things. 1 month after I graduated from Bowling Green, I moved to Washington, D.C., where I knew no one, to take a job I wasn't even sure I was going to like. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. It was one of the boldest decisions I've ever made. No regrets here. Graduates, I suggest there is no better time than now to follow your heart and act on your dreams. But we're not perfect, are we? So accept that as you act on your dream and move through life, with the good comes the not so good. You are going to make mistakes. You are going to be wrong more than once. Small error kind of mistakes and big, colossal screw-ups. Own them. And remember this: you will never regret apologizing without qualification. I am sorry. No buts about it. Humility is not weakness. Humility is not meekness. It is the deepest root of integrity. You will never regret broadening your circle of friends and work colleagues to include those who don't look and act just like you. In fact, in business, research shows us that the more diverse management team leads to better decisions and greater profitability. You're going to be more successful and you're going to have more fun when you're part of a diverse group of people. You may even find yourself listening more and learning more. You will never regret using your power to help those who are powerless because of their age, their physical ability, their mental capacity, their identity. That's a picture of me with my son, Hampton Pryor. Note the BGSU colors. The tragedy of a special needs child like my son Hampton has never been how God has made him. He's the most beautiful person in the world to me. The tragedy is only that people cannot see his possibilities beyond his disabilities. But I do every single day. Thank you. You will never regret, never, being a fierce advocate for those least able to fend for themselves. We need to see everybody. And finally, you will never regret this next one, and I want you to blow the roof off the place when I say this. You will never regret thanking your parents and family for the sacrifices that got you to this moment. How about a round of applause for them? Obviously, no parent, no professor, no graduate here today knows the future. I mean, one might as well try to predict when the Cleveland Browns are going to win the Super Bowl. But we all learn, and lessons are solid enough to stand on. I kind of regret this Madonna as Material Girl fashion choice that was so popular back on campus then. I know I regret smoking cigarettes. But that feisty, I can take on the world attitude I'm exhibiting in this picture, well, I don't regret that one bit. I knew back in the day that I would keep learning, but I never could have guessed which lessons would become so important. When I was a young woman sitting somewhere, I don't know, back there maybe in the 9th row, getting ready to graduate, I daydreamed about someday meeting or working for a president. And my 9th row self thought, that will be my chance to really shine. I will be recognized for all of my hard work. That will be my moment. But you want to know what was really going through my head in those 5 surreal minutes that I had in the Oval Office with President Obama? Or just a few short weeks ago, as the oath of office was administered to me by our very own Ohio Senator, Sherrod Brown, for my new position in the Biden administration? Well, my mind turned back to here, to those Midwestern values that we hold so dear: hardworking, plain speaking, being a good neighbor, helping others, being humble. To the sacrifices of my first-generation parents that allowed me and my brother to be the first generation to attend college, being grateful. To BGSU, this public university for the public good, being inspired. No one goes it alone. I'm truly humbled by the amount of help that I've received along my journey. And so, when you think about this moment, the fascinating, unpredictable story that brought you to this point, the story in your mind's eye of your equally unpredictable future, include not only yourself in that narrative, but all those around you. As your story unfolds, if you find a path that is laid out and well-marked and well-lit, well, guess what? That's not your path, is it? It's the path of those that came before. So find another one. Better, carve a new path, even if the way is not clear. As America's Youth Poet Laureate, Amanda Gorman, wrote, "When day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new day blooms as we free it. There is always a light, if only we're brave enough to see it. If only we're brave enough to be it." When you take a risk to be a light for others, however small, the world will open for you. In just a few short moments, you're going to be part of a brave new family, the Bowling Green State University Alumni family. We try to shine that light for each other, offering help along the path. We've got each other's backs. Welcome to the family, graduates. We salute your values. We celebrate your accomplishments. Class of 2022, you've got this. Thank you.
Thank you, Judith, for your inspirational remarks, your wisdom, your advice that you've shared with our graduates. Public servant, global policy advocate, humanitarian. The Honorable Judith Pryor shares something unique with our graduates today. She started right where you are currently sitting. She shares a BGSU bond with you, a bond that you will find with the other 192,000 alumni of this institution. But now I welcome and invite Provost Whitehead to present our students as candidates for degrees to be granted today. Provost Whitehead.
Before I call upon our deans to present our undergraduate candidates, I would like to recognize those students who excelled in their academic endeavors and are graduating with academic distinction and honors. This is indeed a great achievement for these students and their families. Bowling Green State University congratulates you for your commitment and for your success. And so I recognize the following students. There are 959 students receiving degrees with Latin honors this commencement at Bowling Green. To graduate cum laude, a student must have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5. With those graduating with the distinction of cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Thank you. To graduate magna cum laude, a student must have a grade point average of 3.75. With those graduating with the distinction of magna cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And finally, to graduate with the distinction of summa cum laude requires a 3.9 grade point average. With those graduating with the distinction of summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Bowling Green is proud to recognize graduates who complete their entire collegiate experience with a perfect 4.0 GPA. A select group of 113 students have received this honor and are wearing a special medallion and orange graduation cap in recognition of this award. With those graduating with the distinction of the President's Award, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Honors College, Dr. Simon Morgan Russell, to share a few comments.
Thank you, Provost Whitehead. I am pleased to recognize the outstanding achievement of our students who have been honored through Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and who are in the Honors College. Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi are each one of the world's leading academic honor societies. Only about 10% of higher education institutions in the world have Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi chapters, and Bowling Green State University is proud to be one such institution. In addition, we have 92 students from our Honors College who are graduating this weekend. The University Honors Program was established in 1978, and it was designated as the Honors College in 2013. This community of scholars completes designated coursework and an honors project, which includes independent research. These students must maintain a 3.5 grade point average or higher in all of their coursework. They are wearing the honors medallion, a symbol of their academic success. Would our Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and University Honors candidates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated.
BGSU was founded in 1910 as a normal school, focusing on teaching and education. More than 112 years later, we have significantly grown to 9 academic colleges. As Provost and Chief Academic Officer of Bowling Green State University, I have the honor to recommend our graduates for their degrees. I now call upon Dr. Ted Rippey to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Interim Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Hope Elizabeth Schneider, magna cum laude. Brittany Nicole Woolery. Emily Ann Wigglesworth, cum laude. Madison Elise Tyler. Gregory Robert Ricker. Khan Ghosh Le, cum laude. Elizabeth Eve Panis. Elizabeth's diploma is being presented to her by her mother, Dr. Tatiana Panis, faculty member in psychology at Firelands campus. Madison May Wentz, summa cum laude and President's Award recipient. Morgan Tyler Bunty. Julie Irene Mulholland. Marissa Nicole Hurd. Jessica Nicole Hill. Summer Grace Steiger, cum laude. Chase Ryan Bauer. Lake Sierra Thomas, cum laude. Haley K. Kandick. Tessa Lynn Hazelton. Neela Ransom Atkinson. Alex Brooke Peterson. Lauren Renee Perry, cum laude. Ethan Reed Bagwell, cum laude. Sophia Christine Lamas, summa cum laude, University Honors. Al Page Benbow, summa cum laude, University Honors and President's Award recipient. Lo Celeste Riddell, magna cum laude. Lena Jane Neiswander, summa cum laude, University Honors and President's Award recipient. Molly Leanna Meredy, magna cum laude, University Honors. Dula Lithmini Pereira. Dorian Janae Caver. Grant Andrew Strock. Mitchell Mueller. John Riley O'Brien. Calvin P. Smith. Brendan Michael Cummings. Dina Osama Amru. Beth Marie Leuenberger. Alexia Kendall Lawler. Mason Magdaleno Moser. Faith Indigo Sabo, cum laude. CJ Silene Arrington. Kayla Marie Tucker. Cameron Nudie. Jordan Taylor Briggs, magna cum laude. Dominic Francisco Montefiore. Marissa Dawn Alshire. Jada Faye Turner, cum laude. Brooke Ashton Wallet. Bryce Adam Nagash. Emma Faith Bowen. Emma's diploma is being presented to her by her mother, Lisa Bowen, Senior Administrative Assistant in the University Advancement Office. Emma's receiving summa cum laude and university honors. Susan Marie Black, cum laude. Ayana Emily Burrell. Sarah Elizabeth Van Dyke, summa cum laude. Ashley Madison Smiley, magna cum laude. Hannah Lee Roberts, magna cum laude. Lauren Stalling Beal. Jordan Catherine DeSalle. Caitlin Greer Soldner, magna cum laude. Lillian Grace Bell. Grayson Alexander Cole Perry, cum laude. Jordan M. Gerard, cum laude. Vanessa Lee Oz, cum laude. Rain Elizabeth Lewis, cum laude. Peyton Grace Gehring, magna cum laude and university honors. Hannah Marie Young. Kyra Janae Williams Davis, magna cum laude. Bailey Taylor. Madison Jacqueline Bresler. Jenna Ann Bennett Brinkman, magna cum laude. Grace Olivia Sharta. Caleb Daniel Gregory. Courtney Ann Smith. Braden Baumhauer, cum laude. Ryan James Petraz, cum laude. Promise Monet Draper. Seoni Marie Lynette Stevens. Crystal Leah Martin, cum laude. Allison Page Simon. Ellen Claire Davis, summa cum laude and university honors. Joseph Michael McQuillan, cum laude. Mackenzie A. Haynes, magna cum laude. Chloe Amber Sintic, summa cum laude. Tyler Eugene Robb, cum laude. Sydney Marie Nykamp, cum laude. Nathan Mark Bostelman, magna cum laude, university honors. Andrew Patrick Meyer, magna cum laude. Elijah Philip Ross Bunders. Lauren Elise DeGener. Rachel Cecily Larson, magna cum laude, university honors. Lydia Marie Applin, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Sydney Reagan Sanders. Hannah Susan Rayfeld. Emma Claire Roos, summa cum laude. Patia Guest, cum laude. Dordley H. Sennett. Riley Ralph, magna cum laude. Madison Ann Cleland, cum laude. Julia Wozniakowski, cum laude. Robert Allen Engel. Sabrina Ann Clevenger, magna cum laude. Caitlin Brianna Schultz, magna cum laude. Aishat Ahmed. Stephanie Louise DeVarcaro. Violet Quinn Murphy, summa cum laude. Kelly Ashley Johnson. Ethan Joshua Kosak, magna cum laude. Richard Hamilton Robbins, Jr. Brandon Thomas Daly. Meredith Grace Williamson. James Gavarone IV. Garrett Allen Forlow, summa cum laude. Scott Anthony Kemmerly. Jillian Lorraine Halsey, magna cum laude. Casey Marie Woodward, cum laude. Addison Amanda Richardson. Sophia Parker Stockham, summa cum laude, University Honors and President's Award recipient. Kylie Melker. Christopher James Simpson, University Honors. Mitchell Burton Anderson. Olivia R. Pollock, magna cum laude. Jordan Santa Maria, cum laude. Allison Nicole Wagner, cum laude. Thomas William Goya, cum laude. Noah Christopher Waymeyer, summa cum laude. Jackson Wayne Conrad. Shannon Elizabeth Elms. Braden Michael Green, summa cum laude. Michael Mackenzie Rogers, magna cum laude. Sarah Shane Scarlett. Gabriela Milagros Enriquez Stahl, cum laude. Sydney Jordan Biebrick, summa cum laude. Aaron Joseph Rosa. Haley Renee Bolby, magna cum laude. Emily Marie Fenner. Morgan McKenna Forshoni. Paige Alexandria Emick, cum laude. Brooke Elizabeth Gehring. Adam Robert Graham Mumma. Elizabeth Catherine Miller. Margot Pauline Moore. Caitlin Elizabeth Souza, cum laude. Hannah Nicole Skropitz, cum laude. Anthony Joseph Sanzalone, magna cum laude. Harmon Gossard. Joshua Samuel Lamb. Brock Allen Snyder, cum laude. Andrew Joseph Poza. Brianna Garcia. Megan Caroline Dobbins, cum laude. Connor Robert Baumley, summa cum laude. Kylie Rhiannon Stanley, cum laude. Joshua Lawrence Junker. Brianna Marissa Keaton. Gretchen Elizabeth Langenbahn, cum laude, University Honors. Parker James Dorsum. Catherine Malika Haver, summa cum laude, University Honors. Benford Dale Whitaker II, magna cum laude. Julia Danielle Oberhofer, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Ryan A. Fanner. Brandon Robert Lowe. Hayden Osborne Kincaid. Zachary Arnold Smith. Serena Rose Solis. Rosalind J. Fletcher, magna cum laude. Alicia Trinity Kobasic, magna cum laude, University Honors. Drew Thomas Terhall, magna cum laude. Clark Perry Ping. Nicholas Nunziato Tamburino. Abigail Ann Price, summa cum laude, University Honors. Lauren Olivia Siffert. Rebecca Brendel Solov. Gabrielle Elizabeth Smizak, cum laude. Ariana Luna Perez. Alyssa Aaron McDaniel. Kyle David Hallowell. Tyra Alexis Allen. Emily Ray Mahalik. Michaela Ann Smith. Tyler Lovett. Rachel Elizabeth Schnipke, magna cum laude. Christopher Wayne Chandler. Marina Ray Pennycuff, cum laude, University Honors. Kayla D. Strauss, magna cum laude. Julianne Schaefer, magna cum laude. Seth Lee Dixon, cum laude. Rachel Marie Kubik, magna cum laude, University Honors. Noah Tatum Jackson. Andrew Melvin Bailey, cum laude. Brian Henry Geyer, cum laude. Hallie Cunningham. Kendall Davis, magna cum laude. Hunter Michael Robert Huffman, magna cum laude. Haven Russell Kahn, cum laude. Emmanuel Tony Beckera, magna cum laude. Emily Reed Anderson, magna cum laude, University Honors. Keith Terrell Jones II. Ethan Watts. Brendan Gehrig Dean, magna cum laude, and also Freddie Falcon. Abigail Rose McNichols, magna cum laude, University Honors, President's Award recipient. Tajani Renisha Harris. India Greer, cum laude. Terrence Gerard Motley II. Thais Torquay Talina Roberts. Giovanni Michael Terramina. Connor Allen Sminner, summa cum laude. Laura Maya Silvera, magna cum laude. Yuka Matsufuji, magna cum laude. Maya Bianca King. Abhilasha Sidra Kandulu. Grace Angela Vanderbilt, cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Fossum. Elizabeth G. Carlin. Kara Lynn Dotson. Sierra Clark. Chase Bennett Somodi, summa cum laude.
Brianna Grace McGee. Bree Ann Bradshaw, cum laude, University Honors. John Connor Hahn. Raven Gogans. Jack A. Fairbanks. Zoe Ray Rupp. Catherine Noel Biggie, summa cum laude. Olivia Ann Marie Shellis, summa cum laude. Samantha Marie Menpaw. Madison Paige Vance. Jacqueline Renee Lineberry, magna cum laude. Jessica Lynn Schultz. Lauren Ray Baumgardner, cum laude. Bethany Renee Branham, magna cum laude. Sarah Rosalina Jerzewski. Gavin Jean Fredrikskin. Claire Elizabeth Rivetta. Mackenzie M. Reed. Mary Ellen Henderson. Rihanna Danielle Kelly, cum laude. Kaylee M. Saunders. Dawn Sabo. Amity Gail Rose. Elise Rose Radke, cum laude. Alexis Justine Shrimpf. Josephine Renee Kennedy. Zion Hope Canoon, cum laude. Tyler H. Brown. Daniel James Tulis, magna cum laude. Nathaniel Chad Robles. Cody C. Horstman. Ian Douglas Brackenberry. Ian's diploma is being presented to him by his mother, Karen Brackenberry, faculty member in the Department of Communication, Sciences, and Disorders, magna cum laude. Dylan Andrew Kemek, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Rose Durant, cum laude. Logan Carruthers. Erica Grace Pasetsky. Thomas Paul, cum laude. Chloe Rose Kuhn, summa cum laude, University Honors. Carolyn Marie Judge, magna cum laude, University Honors. Ethan Douglas Daviden, summa cum laude, University Honors, President's Award recipient. Morgan Rose Stanley. Micah Fulton Smith. Aiden Clark Smith. Isabella Marie Smith. Rebecca Ann Stetler, summa cum laude, University Honors, President's Award recipient. Anna Claire Wyndham, summa cum laude, University Honors. Emily M. Reeves. Liz Walter. Xander Dreyer. Gray Zeke. John Evan Lultz. Matthew Raymond Origomea. Deanna Maya McKeegan, summa cum laude. Evan Richard Buchanan, magna cum laude. Damian James Williams. Troy Neptune Shropshire. Marcus S. Kettner. Lieutenant Chad McGurftuff. Bradley Allen Dunn. Matthew Brispin Todd. Tynesha Nicole Watson. Natalie Lauren Elaine Morris, magna cum laude. Andrew J. Billen, magna cum laude. Michael Eugene Werling. Emily Paige Ambrose. Drew Michael Carr. Berkeley Wayne Goins, cum laude. Taylor Jane Mullins. Maya Teresa Ellos, cum laude. Julia Karen Schwinerter. Carly Christina Kiefer, cum laude. Mallory Caitlin Parkins. Mia Paige Berg, magna cum laude. Morgan Sierra Johnson, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Mark Danielle Moreno. Alexandria Nicole Crawford, cum laude. Kelly Reed Beavers, cum laude. Haley Ann Gobel. Megan Elise Jeske, cum laude. Nuti To Win, cum laude. Claire Elaine Oglesby, magna cum laude. Rebecca Faith Schimmel Dorr. Francesca Ariel Moreno. Summa cum laude, University Honors President's Award recipient. Olivia Rose Bearsback. Sophia M. Martin. Sadie Luda Miller, magna cum laude. Max Anthony Schubert, summa cum laude. Jada Elizabeth Thomas, magna cum laude. Cameron Ashley Alvare, cum laude. Nicolette Danielle Salisbury. Andrew Paul Russell. Kyle Scott Lewis, cum laude. Samuel Edward Wink. Graham Brayton, magna cum laude. Kira Joy Reynolds, cum laude. Felix Paul Bangert, magna cum laude. Kiriana D. Bird. Caitlin May McPherson. Sean Patrick McGowan, cum laude. Nicole Renee Line, summa cum laude, University Honors. Dakota James Nelson, cum laude. Brian Lee Ducheny, magna cum laude. Sydney June Pease, cum laude. Zachary Snow, cum laude. Elizabeth Faye Morrell. Emily E. Marinetta, cum laude. Leica Leanne Myers, magna cum laude. Adam D. Hensley. Zachary James Davis. Victoria Elfie Blakey. Matthew Ryan Kaufman, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Abigail Ruth Maugee, summa cum laude, University Honors, President's Award recipient. Lily Mackenzie Rosenberg, summa cum laude, University Honors, President's Award recipient. Mary Catherine Ross, magna cum laude, University Honors. Nathan Eric Hallman, summa cum laude, University Honors. Rachel Frances Ann Sizer. Erica Kathleen Stagans, summa cum laude. Zachary Jacob Stockham, summa cum laude. Kristen Taylor Paget, magna cum laude. Lily Sue Rupp. Darian Day Sherwood. Preston Blake Land, magna cum laude. Raymond L. Belhammer, cum laude. Ethan Isaac Zaborowski, summa cum laude. Nathaniel Damon Lamb, cum laude. Kirsten Marie Zink, cum laude. Kirsten Logan Bruff, magna cum laude. Brendan Michael Goforth. Hannah Rochelle Hess, cum laude. Michael Douglas Rugusha, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Kaylee Marie Hahn, summa cum laude. Macy Lynn Haggerty. Danny Lee Psalms. Chase A. Gingrich. Bradley Otto Heron, summa cum laude. Trevor Dwayne Moat. Joshua Dylan White. Aubrey Huber. Jordan Kennedy Brown. Kylie Elizabeth Obergelfell. Alexis Brooke Markley, summa cum laude. Jacob Michael Droter. Nathan Thomas Santucci, magna cum laude. Nathan Matthew Coots, magna cum laude. Melissa Ann Yates. Terry D.R. Nichols. Maria Elizabeth D'Amico. Christina Mary Norman, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Michaela Monet Fitzpatrick, cum laude, SIG member, number 2 Shrek. Aislinn Victoria Bill. Ulana Kiera Graves, magna cum laude. Cameron P. Cordell, cum laude, University Honors. Natalia Christine Geisman. Sydney Nicole Newman. Ethan John Boras. Shane Evan Tobar. Zachary Garcia Basich, cum laude. Hunter Michael Hendricks, cum laude. Nicholas Harlow Jimerson. Alex Grant Jewell. Raymel D. Ortez. Treven Marcus Jordan. Kiara Nichelle Whitelow, cum laude. Patience Matea Clayton. Jacob Thomas Holtz. Connor Matthew Prysecki. Jake Daniel Lawrence, cum laude. Samantha Love Davis. Cody Michael Kessler. Bryce Thomas Gankowski. Nicholas Brandon Stouffer. Thomas Gerald Schaefer. Sierra Mackenzie Brown, cum laude. Catherine Nicole Stroh, cum laude. Maxton Michael Lubinsky. Julia Klebe, cum laude. Noah Stevens, cum laude. Ashley Renee Payton. Carrie Bamberger, cum laude. Haley Nicole Carter, summa cum laude, University Honors. Seth Parker Grind, cum laude. Jeremiah James Kessler, magna cum laude. Eric Farron. Anna Louise Finley. Noah John Deal, magna cum laude. Justin Debris Willis. Maria Christine Wood. Allison Grace Sandy. Sarah Ewers. Emily Elizabeth Holloway. Beverly Jean Cadis, cum laude. Colin David Moore, summa cum laude. Nicholas James Perch, summa cum laude. Logan Molenkamp, summa cum laude. Haley Renee Lutz, summa cum laude. Sophia Noel Colizin. Leah Marie Schultzer. Leah Marie Schultzer, magna cum laude, University Honors. Amanda M. Essenman, magna cum laude. Jake Schilling, magna cum laude. Emily Jane Hill, magna cum laude. Ash Strange. Allison E. Starkey, cum laude. Alexis Rachel Mustang. Alec Christopher Duavant. Joshua Carl Newberg. Lucas Edward Cross. Matthew Dean Geiger, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Ian Francis Kenny, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Rayanne Lynn Barnes, magna cum laude. Branson Scott Young, magna cum laude. Christy Marie Swartz. Kylie McLeod James Paskins. Andrew Donald Brook. Dylan Richard Sowers. Brandon Matthew Best, summa cum laude. Carolyn Daly, magna cum laude, University Honors. Emily Nicole Manor, cum laude. Alisa LaCava. Taylor Renee Veers, summa cum laude. Emily Margaret Richley, cum laude. Kaylee Nicole Marluce, cum laude. Iray Chad Curtis. Miranda Phaedra Ann Woods. Brianna Benny Pett. Beyonce Demetra Williams, cum laude. Gabrielle Patricia Sanders. Michaela E. Williams. Desiree M. Downing, cum laude. Colin Scott Lights. Jason Douglas George, magna cum laude. Lisa Marie Christian. This concludes the recognition of the bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Bill Mathis, Dean of the College of Musical Arts. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Musical Arts, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Noah Benjamin Lobbs, magna cum laude. Alexander D. Pazzi, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Emily A. Carroll, magna cum laude, University honors. Felicity Tate Jennings, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Cosette Jean Sossanine, cum laude. Elaine Carmen Markley, summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Gerhard, cum laude. Cole Habenkost, summa cum laude. Alexander P. Monson. Alexander's diploma is being presented to him by his father, Mike Monson, professor in the Music Education Department. Magna cum laude. Nicole Kelly Vebloom, cum laude. Amanda Nicole Kyle, cum laude. Courtney Marie Wagner, cum laude. Faith Ayana Hovacker, cum laude. Chloe Alyssa Black, cum laude. Stephen Quinn Nyler, summa cum laude, University honors. Lindsay Rose Osterholt, summa cum laude, University honors. Lindsay Renee Mutter, cum laude. Brennan Mackenzie Smith, summa cum laude. Aaron D. Poling, cum laude. Andrew John Bernard, cum laude. Evan James Foster, cum laude. Thomas Worrell, cum laude and University honors. John A. Inkorvasaka, Bachelor of Musical Arts. Derek Michael East, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Caitlin Michelle Grilla, summa cum laude, University honors. Margot Bay Alabakoff, summa cum laude, University honors, President's Award recipient. Robert Kelvin Dunham, summa cum laude. Nicholas Carl Van Voorhees. Anderson Johnson III, cum laude. Nolan Christian Kelly. Joelle Renee Stiles, summa cum laude. Rebecca Riley Cooch, summa cum laude. Andrew Lee Kaufhold, summa cum laude. Kirsten Marie Hale, cum laude. Courtney Faye Cyrus, magna cum laude. This concludes the recognition of the bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Musical Arts.
Thank you, Dean Mathis. Will all of the degree candidates please rise? Chair O'Brien, it is my privilege to present these candidates to you. On behalf of their faculty, advisors, and deans, I hereby recommend that degrees be conferred upon them as indicated in the official program.
Thank you, Provost Whitehead. On the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as chair of the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate degree as listed in the official program, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Doctoral and master's degree candidates, congratulations. Baccalaureate and associate degree graduates, this is the appropriate moment for the symbolic change of the tassel from right to left. To our newest alumni, let me be the first to welcome you to one of the most valuable perks, a supportive network of more than 192,000 alumni around the globe. I hope all of you have had the type of experience that will empower you to tell the BG story as you begin your next journey. Welcome to the Alumni Association of Bowling Green State University. You know, this fall marks a momentous occasion on this campus, on your campus. We'll be celebrating in September the 100th homecoming of BGSU. And we hope we can welcome every one of you home to your BGSU home to help us celebrate. And now, for the first time as alumni of Bowling Green State University, I ask you to join me in the singing of our alma mater. I'll give you time to find it. The words may be found on page 58 of your program. They'll also be on the screen behind me. It is my pleasure to introduce you to members of the men's chorus for this performance. Alumni, please be seated. President Rogers will now make final remarks.
After the President's closing remarks, we ask our audience and guests to remain seated for the recessional while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and new alumni recess.
Thank you, Chair O'Brien. So graduates, today is your day. It's the pinnacle of your academic journey at Bowling Green State University. In 170 AD, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "There is no impeding our intentions. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." And I think that's relevant because you have taken action. You have found a way. You are clearly prepared to do amazing things in this next phase of your journey, perhaps more so than many of our past graduates, because you have needed to adapt, persevere. You've overcome all types of obstacles to earn this degree. You have clearly been tested. You have found a way forward, and you are absolutely ready for whatever is next. And so, as we close the 303rd commencement ceremony, please remember that Bowling Green will always be one of your homes, and you will be forever welcome here to be a part of this Falcon family, especially this September for our 100th homecoming. And I ask you, though, to stay engaged with both your classmates and the university that you have enriched. A university that is better because you chose to be here. On these occasions, I'm reminded of a quote from BGSU's fourth president, Dr. Ralph McDonald. A quote is inscribed actually in the stonework of the Bowen Thompson Student Union, and it reads, "We are linked to this institution by invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve." We are linked to this institution. All of us are linked to this institution by these invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve. You see, your success is our success, and our success is your success. We are forever linked to this great institution. And so as I look out to each of you, our newest alumni, I see the next generation of thought leaders, risk takers, visionaries, and I hope big dreamers. You are graduates of a public university ready to create public good by making a difference in your career, in your family, in your alma mater, in your community, in the nation, and in the world. That is what you do. That is who we are. You are entering the next chapter in your life, and this next chapter is yours to write. I cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. It will be nothing less than extraordinary. I, Ziggy Zumba.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there?
Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere?
Have you ever felt like you could disappear?
Like you could fall and no one would hear? So